Now in example 3, we want to describe the center and the spread of the data using either the mean and the standard deviation or the 5-number summary. We want to justify our choice by constructing a histogram for the data. So if we take a look at this histogram, before we start on the histogram, let's decide how wide our bars are going to be. So I look for the smallest data point, which I do believe is 69. And let's look for the biggest, whoops, I take that back, it was 68. Not that it matters that much. And then, whoa, I'm not very good at this. It's 67, isn't it? Now I'm going to look for my biggest data point. Going through here, I see 94. So I'm going to take 94 minus 67 to find that range. And I'll get 27. Divide that by 10, I get 2.7, so I'm going to have my bar width be 3. If you haven't done so, pause the video, go into Desmos, and type these into a table. Now we're going to just construct a histogram in Desmos. So in your second line, we're going to go to functions and we'll go with histogram. And we're going to go x1, comma. In your bar width, we're going to set as 3. Now notice my data points are kind of big. So I need to zoom in and see what this looks like. And notice when I look at my histogram, it's positively skewed. Since it's positively skewed, we're going to summarize this data with a 5-number summary. So we're going to do the min, the max, the first quartile, the third quartile, and the median. We already know the min and max. So your min is 67. Our max is 94. Our first quartile, so we'll use a calculator to do that. So we'll go functions this time. This time we'll go stats. We're going to go quartile. And then we're going to go x1, comma 1. First quartile is 71. And then I'll just change to find the median. I'll just change that to the second quartile, which is 74.5. And our third quartile is 82. And there you have it. Now, let's take a look at example 4. In example 4, it's almost the same type of question. It says the averages for the bowlers of 5 teams are shown. I want to describe the center and spread of the data using either the mean and standard deviation of the 5-number summary. This time, I want to justify my choice by constructing a box and whisker plot for the data. So once again, if you haven't done so, pause the video and put those data into a table in Desmos. So I've got these data in my table. I'm going to go to distributions this time. And I'm going to go box plot. In my box plot, I have an X1. Yours might be a little bit different. And you might have to scroll your graph over. I've already done that. And I want my height a little bit bigger. That looks too skinny for me. So I'm going to change my height to 5. So that way I can see it. But when I look at that, once again, this time it's negatively skewed, isn't it? Because your tail on the left is bigger than your tail on the right by quite a bit. So we're going to use our 5-number summary here. So we're going to go min, first quartile, median, max, whoops, try that again. Let's put them in order at least. Third quartile, and the max. Well, unlike before, I haven't graphed this, so let's just find the min. So under functions, we're going to go to stats, and I'm going to hit min of x1, which is 123. Let's find our quartiles. So I like the new row, although it doesn't matter. And we'll go quartile, and I'm going to do x1, comma 1. So your first quartile is 150. Let's do the median. So I'll change that to the second quartile, which is 176.5. Third quartile is 190. And then our maximum, I think, whoops, I'll make a new row for the maximum. X1 again, and it's 203. You could have probably just looked at the table and got that. But that's what we do on those.